Bramborough back with Grand Tactician Civil War. Union campaign, very hard difficulty, elevated aggression in 1.07. The Confederates have continued their latest push in Northern Virginia. In this particular wave, 3 rebel forces are headed toward the battlefield, while our own Army of the Potomac converges on the same spot. Our force will eventually be much larger on the battlefield, but that's going to take some time. They're still several hours away. For now, George Thomas, 2nd Corps, has to hold back the rebels. Jubal Early's Army of the Shendandoah advances with roughly equal numbers. How's George Thomas going to make out here? Let's find out. Okay, so we're on the Manassas map, and you can see that the Federal Army the Confederate Army of the Shenandoah was right here on the deployment zone edge. The deployment zone's a little weird because after the end of the last episode, I entered into the battle and saved it from there, which I have found to avoid certain save game problems in the past. However, it creates other minor annoyances. So this is the only place I can put any of these units, and I just went ahead and decided to set up a defensive position here along Holcomb's branch. Some high ground here. Got some parapets going, and go from there. For some reason, it is not letting me put Sanford's division up in here, right? I can put other units up in this area. As a matter of fact, let me, I think that might be related somehow to the, see if I can put Kimes' division up here. No, cannot. And it also teleported Haney over to this other deployment zone, and I can't move him over. Although his guns are in this deployment zone. But it lets me put the guns here, but it won't let me put any infantry in here. I assume that's... Yeah, there's some weird stuff going on here. Oh, and now... Now Doubleday's battalion, I can't get him back over here with... Okay. All right, well, I think... I hope this will all be sorted out once I hit the time running, and we'll just have to move some units up. I hope. Well, now it's letting me put Doubleday back over here. Can I put individual brigades up here in the center? Apparently I can't. Okay, let's try doing it that way. Okay, well, that sort of worked. Right. Let's get everybody on long range before I come out of deployment zone. And, okay. Well, I would normally cut out and wait for all the marching, but I think we're going to go right into combat here pretty soon, I think. Let's hit play. Yeah, and Harney's coming over. I'm not having to tell him to do it. Meeting situation, the objectives are way back here. Which I would, matter of fact, you know what? Let's send Send the cab to grab these. I didn't think about that. I would have put him back here somewhere. Let's get Thomas up about here. I loaded in some a little bit of noise suppression software that a commenter had suggested, and this I made a couple test videos, and it seems okay. So I'm trying it now for this video, and hopefully it works out with the sound levels. I think my own voice is going to be fine. It should be fine as you're listening to this. I'm not sure about the background noise. Anyway, if it sounds okay, or if it doesn't sound okay, either way, if you like, drop a comment. Let me know if I need to adjust further. And we just got some artillery firing going on here. We've got, we only have Thomas's 4 on the field now. Why it's showing him all the way to the right, I don't know. McDowell's Corps, 3 hours from Alexandria. Pease Corps, 6 hours from Fairfax Courthouse. Hancock's 10th Corps, 13 hours from Fairfax. He was further north, back up by Alexandria. And I'm sure it'll probably tomorrow for the Cav. Yeah, 27 hours. That's because they're way off to the south, and they were in scouting stance on the campaign map. So McDowell is closest, 3 hours away, coming from Alexandria. And let's see where that is. Chantilly. That's Aldi. Where is Alexandria? That's the Fairfax Courthouse. Alexandria. Okay. So McDowell will be coming from here. And why are we not capturing this spot? It's got to be close enough. Maybe not. Okay, we're getting some infantry fire over here now. These Confederate brigades parading past our parapets. I don't know if they're really trying to attack or if they're just trying to assume their position in their desired formation. Viewer units, here's Mager's Fighting Irish right here. He looks like he's in a pretty good spot to probably see some action in this battle. How about you rotate and face this way? Oh my god. Why is that line of sight so limited? Maybe he's too close to the parapets. It's kind of what it looks like. Although he is firing at this particular unit. These artillery... Yeah, okay. That looks better. Yeah, 4th Brigade not having a good time here. Alright, this is a little mystifying to me. Why are we not capturing this objective? Try to capture the other one. I mean, it is a Cav brigade. It's not like I sent skirmishers over here. Looks like we've lost some gunfire sounds here. I don't think that's not the noise suppression. I'm not hearing them on my speakers either. Oh, there we go. Ooh, 10th Bat is taking some counter battery. Some cap here trying to get through the abattis. You know what? They're within his range. Let's go ahead and pop this guys back over to counter battery. Some more cap over here, coming in on the abattis, which does give them a little bit of cover also. So there is, you know, pluses and minuses to upgrading these parapets to this level. But one's own skirmishers can also use the abattis the same way. If I'd put skirmishers out, it would have put them out right about to where the abattis is. Yeah, this cab is getting eaten up. Could have a little bit of a weak spot. I've got parapet here, but I didn't have an infantry brigade to go in there. Third Brigade falling back, wavering. Oh, this artillery, they've picked up perk slot. This is a smoothbore howitzer battalion. So even though they're not going to fire canister very often, it does feel like canister is the right choice. I mean, I do have them doing counter battery right now. This might not be a bad one either. Give him some cover. I'm going to go ahead and give him the canister. Not use that often, but when you need it, you need it. I bet those guys are in canister range. No, I don't want you to move, I just want you to change your facing. Nah, they're not within canister range. I don't think I want them taking any more losses, so I'm just going to pull them back. Yeah, see, these guys have gotten up to the parapets. Didn't really have anybody to rotate Sedgwick here. Let's rotate the Fighting Irish just a little bit. How are we doing over here? Okay. Are capturing this one. Maybe it's just going slower than I would have thought, and that little blue ring was there on the other objective and I simply didn't see it. It's not capturing it very fast. Yeah, it's a little bit more visible there. Okay. Fighting Irish are doing fine. 12th Brigade doing fine under Sedgwick. Although these guys have green cover as well now. What's this already doing? They're falling back. Looks like they're still under fire. May have to move them over behind the hill so that they break the line of sight. Cap wavering over here. Let's bring them over here. Number will move them a little faster. This brigade is being driven back. This brigade here, Miles, they've got good cover there. We're not doing that much to him, but he's also up there all alone and unsupported. As soon as Cummings breaks and retreats, we'll be able to move Fighting Irish over here onto his flank. He's not really hurting 12th Brigade all that much. I'm hearing Gatlings, and those aren't mine. Yep, it's the Rockbridge artillery. Definitely do not want 12th Brigade coming out of cover. That's probably who he's shooting at. Okay, Kimes' division over here really isn't engaged. I'm going to detach his artillery. Don't want the artillery moving with the infantry. Okay, Cummings is routed. Let's rotate Fighting Irish a little bit more. I think they can probably range, yeah, they can range Miles right from where they are without losing their parapet cover. Okay. Let's back this division out. Oh, there's Scott. It's probably been there the whole time and I didn't even realize it. Sedgwick's still doing okay, but he may not be doing okay here in a moment. Let's bring Welsh over here. Need to rotate Sedgwick a little bit. Get rid of that. There we go. Not much. I don't want him flanked from either direction. He has just now picked up the second tier of his Ace of Spades. That should help. Cover 20%. And his morale behind cover is doubled. So on tier 1 on Ace of Spades, you get plus 10% cover. And then on the second tier, and most perks are like this, it increases that initial effect and adds another one, which in this case is morale behind cover doubles. See, he's eager, despite taking losses. And we got some cav coming in over here toward Mager's position. Sedgwick is banging away at both the Cav and on Miles. I feel like Longnicker kind of needs to stay here, starting this flank with these brigades over in this area. The right is taking fire both from Sedgwick and from Newton here. And the Cav is wavering. Good. We do have an infantry brigade coming up. Steel. Crap. Sedgwick's in a bad spot here. Now he's taking flanking fire from Steel as well, I think. I can't really rotate him too much more to the left. Otherwise, he'll start taking flanking fire from the other side. Okay, we need Welsh up in here. Advance into the woods. Got more cavalry coming into the weak spot in the line, and it is a weak spot. It's an angle here, and I didn't have a brigade in there. I didn't do that on purpose. Sedgwick's guys are still hanging pretty good, though. His loss resilience is still low. And now he's taking fire from the damn Gatlings. And with that parapet, upgraded parapet cover, yeah, he's taking losses, but not at a really fast rate. I'm not ready to back him out just yet. I think it's probably about 3 hearts of resilience. I may let him fall back. Taking artillery fire. This under artillery fire for Sedgwick is probably the Gatling. Okay, Rockbridge artillery's been seen on. That's the Gatling unit. That's a good development there. Welsh still advancing up in here, but he's firing as he goes, and he's got 2 brigades. We need to rotate the Fighting Irish a little bit here. Bring Kimes' division over to about here. Let's try to get this unit back over where they've got line of sight. Let's try about here. Hopefully they can get over there and contribute some more fire without taking any more losses. I'm going to go ahead and bring Sedgwick out of there just a little bit. He's still going to be engaged. That cavalry here is wavering. Good deal. Okay, looks like Newton needs to rotate back over like so. Okay, Sedgwick is backing out. He's taken about 400 losses. You're doing okay. Okay, that cav is routing out now soon, one would hope. Fighting Irish is working on Graham. What's Miles' casualties? 250, but that's not a very big brigade. That's actually a pretty good chunk of his men. Once Kimes' guys get over here, we'll be able to get another brigade here in line. See if we can rotate. I don't know if that's really going to make him able to shoot anybody. Let's go ahead and pull Longnecker up. Okay, Cap got the 1 objective. Now, come back. Oh, he's capturing this one too. I don't know if... Yeah, I think he was capturing that. I think that was left over from earlier. I just didn't see the blue progress. McDowell coming onto the field. Well, crap. I mean, yeah, he's firing again, but he's also... Alright, enough. Right. Lumber back up. Okay, let's advance Welsh up in here. Oh, that's Thomas. Let's Get Kimes guys. Let's go ahead and put one brigade right here where. Let's advance Hatch up in here between Sedgwick and Welsh. It's not really room to get two brigades in there without blocking each other's line of fire. Longnecker engaged here. And he's still got some cover from the, well, yeah, parapet and obstacles. I think his cover's coming from these obstacles here in front of him. So he's got some cover. That's cool. He's getting pretty close to Ace of Spade 2 as well. About to pull Sedgwick back some more, however, I don't think he's taking any more casualties now. He's still doing fine there. Longnecker's doing alright. Okay, let's stop for a minute. We'll pause for a minute. Here's another horse artillery battalion that purportedly has about 200 men and 25 guns. Is this a new thing with horse artillery? We've seen this before. I've seen it twice, but it was on the same unit somewhere out in the Trans-Mississippi. Now we've got another horse artillery here. Is that how big these horse artillery units get now? If so, that seems really weird. And second, if that's intended, and that's just the way horse artillery is now, bam, I need to get that cavalry reformed too. Start getting some horse artillery. Sedgwick is he's running low on ammo too. I'm going to go ahead and just pull him back. Disengage him. We'll advance. Well, he's already. Hatch is still advancing to this position. That's probably fine. And what I'll do is let's move Negley over here while he's not engaged, and then I'll move him forward up to where Sedgwick is now. I think Mager's still doing okay. And so is Welsh. And the casualty count, we're at 3,300 to 1,300. They're at 17% casualties. Which means they're probably getting fairly close to the withdrawal threshold. Where's McDowell? Yeah, he's back here. Does he have all his guys? Yep, they're all on the field. Spring McDowell's corps about to here. This may all be over by the time he gets here. Brigade, heavy losses, only 450 men left, falling back. brigade broken. Been there, Welsh. Even though you've only got 26 rounds of man left. Yeah, Sedgwick hasn't taken any more losses. I think he's in good shape. And let's move Nagley up in here. About... Nope, not that far. Yeah, about like so. Everyone is still working on Miles' brigade. Well, at least at the moment, it's not showing that he has a cover bonus, and Miles is running out of ammo. Hatch is able to fire, but let's move him up closer, right? As the range decreases, his fire will get more effective. Graham wavering. Looks like he's falling back. And Mager's about out of ammo, so it's a good thing he's falling back. Okay, Graham. Routed. 19% casualties for Early. This is the army of the Shendandoah. This is Early's corps. Let's get this cav back up here. Pretty big brigade. I don't want Longnecker to go head-to-head with him. I'll push Newton out, though. He's got 2,700 men. Then Longnecker can go up on Newton's flank. That'd be okay. But I told Hatch to advance on Miles. Who's this? Welsh, low on ammo? Yeah. Still got some ammo. D's wavering. Finally. Still 16th Brigade, Nagley, come on out here and start popping at that artillery there. Actually not a fantastic situation for Newton. Dees is in cover, Newton is not. So we're about to have 2 brigades firing on Dees. And actually, it doesn't look like Newton is taking return fire. It's not taking any casualties. Yeah, they're pretty much withdrawing. Tell Nagley to put some skirms out, thinking they may get over here and get fire on this artillery before he gets there. Maybe. Do the same with Hatch. Get time up here closer to his brigades. D's wavering. .5% casualties. 25% is the threshold for major victory. I don't know if we're going to get there. But in any case, we're into the retreat phase. Okay, so even though there were several corps, or in the Confederate case, corps-sized armies, potentially involved in this battle, this was basically a fight between our 2nd Corps under George Thomas against Early's Army of the Shenandoah. Pretty equal numbers. Only corps we had engaged. Let's see how they did. 4,500 casualties inflicted overall, which wound up being, 24% is what we got to. And about 1,500 for us. 3rd Division. The most casualties inflicted, this was Mager and Welsh, who wound up being in the middle there. 1,300 for Welsh, about 1,000 for the Fighting Irish. And their smoothbore battalion actually did okay with over 50 casualties, which is not terrible for Grand Tactician. It's a smoothbore. I don't remember if they're Napoleons or howitzers, but probably howitzers. Most of them are. First Division. And this would have been Longnecker, Sedgwick, and Newton. And it was actually Newton, 700 casualties, fairly evenly, but Newton did the most. Sedgwick about 500, which is about equal to the casualties he received. And then Longnecker which is a much smaller brigade, did about 300. And this is the howitzer battalion that kept getting hammered, and I kept moving them around, trying to get them out from counter battery, and they almost broke. They still managed over 40 casualties, which under the circumstances is not bad. Overall, all the artillery together, all the smoothbore battalions did between 40 and 50. And then the rifled artillery, which were not in the best position back over there to the right, they did about 40-ish all told. So the 6 artillery battalions altogether, about 200, maybe 180, which isn't great, but it's not the worst I've ever seen from artillery in Grand Tactician. Certainly have seen better. And then 2nd Division, that's Kimes' guys who pulled back over on the right flank and then marched up behind. And they joined the fighting later. That was Hatch and Negley. About 500 casualties. It was a fairly important 500 casualties coming in there at the end after Sedgwick had fallen back. And Welsh and Mager were running low on ammo. So, they made a great contribution as well. As seen there, 4,500 casualties and lost all of his guns. Which means maybe we captured a few more Gatlings. That'd be nice. Okay, so there you have it. We captured almost 3,000 small arms, 24 artillery pieces, hopefully including some Gatlings, and some more Johnny Rebs headed to Camp Chase. Doesn't look like anybody got famed up there. One of the Federals, one of the twice I've done that this episode. One of the Confederates, Garland, defamed. Okay, and then so these armies, Army of the Northwest is already retreating from the prior contact, and now the Army of the Shendandoahs should be retreating. These reinforcing units, Army of Northern Virginia and Hampton Division, they never arrived on the field, so I'm not 100% sure that they're going to get that retreating thing. I think they're probably just going to stay right where they are. And the Army of the Shenandoah will probably just fall back to where they are too. Alright, going to continue building our forts here in Northern Virginia. 2nd Corps now has some readiness to recover. Okay, he didn't take that many losses. Why are we showing 16,000 present, 20,000 projected? Oh, because Thomas had a brigade or two that were on furlough. Let's have a look at those. So the grayed out units are the ones that are on furlough, and all of these were well below 1,500 when I furloughed them. That's why I furloughed them. So Schofield's 5th Brigade, still over a month before returning, but that brigade is up to 2,800, so it's about doubled or more in size. Abercrombie's brigade, 17th, is at 2,000 and is closer to returning. State support in their home state probably has something. Well, he's in Pennsylvania with 84 support. This brigade Rhode Island, 94 support. So that's probably why Schofield is up to a much higher number. Hunter is up to 2,200, so he's gained probably about 1,000 men. 34 days away from returning. Butterfield, he's up to 2,200 men. Oh, I said 20. Yeah, I said 22,000. 2,200. It's still 33 days out. When these guys return, I didn't want to do more than 2 brigades in a given corps. Looks like Longnecker needs to go on furlough next. And none of Hancock's brigades needed it. Kind of thinking maybe the thing to do is pull 3rd Corps up into this forward position to keep finishing this fort and let 2nd Corps go back across the river. I think he'll regain readiness faster that way. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Going back over to DC, like so. He'll still be within reinforcement range. Let's put Keyes' corps up here, right by this fort, to finish it out. Take the train. And 10th Corps is under orders, I thought. Yeah. 10th Corps is under orders to come back across the river. He just hasn't gotten the order yet. Have we finished capturing Knoxville? No. We'll just run a little bit of time here at the end for that. Interesting. This telegraph station turned Confederate because Ninth Corps got far enough away, not under its influence anymore. Therefore, its ownership and London is determined by Knoxville, which at the moment is still Confederate. However, the supply depot is still ours, which is good. Yeah, Hurlbut's a little bit low on stuff, but he's got 100% supply flow. Although it says connect the depot within range, none. You know, he's getting it all from this local IIP, Strawberry Plains Bridge. And also, once Knoxville flips here, that should also turn this iron mine Union-owned as well. Here's the Army of West Tennessee. They're at Kingston, building themselves a new supply depot. Siege continues here at Fort Donelson. Looks like Sherman's not going to have any problem there. Looks like these armies are remaining stationary, even though they've got our old supply depot. And there goes Fort Donelson. Good. So there's some progress. And then finally, I kind of forgot what we're doing here with Arkansas. Does 8th Corps have... Oh, here we go again. Albert Sidney Johnston has come back. He's got the Army of the Northwest, who was recently retreating against, we got the whole Army of the Potomac here. And I think that is going to have to wait until the next episode. If you like what we're doing with the channel, if you like this content, then leave a like, leave a comment, maybe even subscribe. If you're new to this series and to the channel and haven't seen some of the other episodes in this series, I'm linking the playlist here. Again, I hope the sound should have been a little different. I hope it's okay. Leave a comment on what do you think, it's all right, or if I need to tweak it some more. At any rate, thank you very, very much for watching. I appreciate it.